I'd like to tell you about the Waydoo phone application. We have version 1.01 right now. It tells you how fast you were going, where you went, your maximum speed, and how long you were out there for. If you want to share your trips with your friends, you can also post it to social media. What's nice about the app is it's not just about Waydoo users, it's about any water sport enthusiasts to share your experience and the fun that you're having with everybody else. And now for the best part, the unboxing. But I can't do it alone. I'm gonna call my friend. Alan, can you please give me a hand?
I'd love to, Alex.
Sweet.
Okay, let's start with the power assembly bag.
Alright, so you've seen all the different parts, but now it's time to see how they all go together. So let's assemble the board. So the Flyer ONE board is made from high-density expanded polypropylene or EPP foam. It's lighter, resistant to bumps and scratches, and extremely easy to clean. The dampening property of the EPP foam also means it reduces the risk of injury to riders when they wipe out. We also have a carbon fiber board for the more experienced, adventurous riders. Now, a lot of people ask us, is the foam hard? What can we screw things into? It also has an aluminium alloy frame that gives it a lot more rigidity and allows it to withstand the force from a lot of acrobatic maneuvers. The Flyer ONE is fully compliant with RoHS standards, and all the materials used are recyclable. The entire board features a modular design that allows everything to be assembled and disassembled within minutes. All the parts fit perfectly together into our lightweight, wheeled travel bag that makes traveling with your Flyer ONE a breeze. So, let's get started. First, we have to turn the board around. Alright, it's time to assemble the mast. But first, let's take a look over here. Right, we have a bag of goodies. Let's take a look. So over here, we have some extra rubber seals for the battery. Over here we have the magnetic charging cable for the hand controller. And over here we have an Allen key screwdriver that we will need to secure the wings. And then over here we have two screws over here with a black handle. Now we're going to need these right now when we put on the mast. So I'm going to put this over here for now. The next step is we need the mast. So, the mast is cast from aircraft grade aluminium. It's really lightweight and it's incredibly strong and corrosion resistant metal. It's often used in the aeronautical industry. The aluminium mast dissipates heat from the electronics box at the top. This means, because the heat conduction properties of the aluminium, that it doesn't get too hot. The fuselage over here is CNC milled from a solid block of aluminium, which is cutting edge, making the fuselage much stronger and more resilient. The shape and every curve on the mast and power assembly unit are meticulously engineered through fluid mechanics modeling and countless computational simulations. The integrated design of the fuselage over here, coupled with the big and small wings, give the board a really slick view. But don't believe me, let's do it together. So first of all, you can see over here, this goes in the bottom of the board, like so. Make sure it's aligned. All right. Then we're going to take those two screws that we spoke of earlier, the two black parts, and first, remember, screw them simultaneously. Now, over here we have a ridge. What you do is you hold the screw and then lift over the ridge and then screw again. Keep tightening. Don't forget to do them together. Keep tightening. Okay, and make sure that in the end, both screws are tight in between the two ridges. And you can see, oh, our mast is still a little bit loose, so we have to tighten it just a little bit more. There we go. Nice and stable. Good. Now the next part is the two wings. All right. Now this is very important. Over here, we have two screws. Take a look. We have a long one and a short one. Now the long screws are for the front wing, the bigger wing, and the shorter screws are for the smaller wing at the back and the rear. Okay, now let's do the wings. So, we have the front wing. Now please make sure that the front wing, the curve is towards the front, and make sure this piece aligns over here. So, we turn it. Now don't forget the long screws. There's the first one. Now the second one. We take our Allen key screwdriver. Make sure it's nice and tight. You don't want the wing coming off while you're foiling. That would be terrible. Good. So there's the front wing. And now the smaller rear wing. Also make sure the curvature is pointing towards the front. Make sure it lines up. Take your screws. Don't forget, it's the shorter screws. There we go. Nice and tight. And you can see how nice the fuselage with the two fins, it looks so slick and cool. All right. Definitely a beautiful looking board if you ask me. All right. And then the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the board over. Now please be careful when you turn the board over. Be careful of the wings. Make sure the surface isn't too hard or too rough so as not to damage the wings. Now, when you turn the board, I recommend tilting it away from you, grabbing the handle and the mast and turning slightly. Right. Now over here, you can see, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the board softly down and then tilt it forward so you can see nice and clearly. I'm going to tilt it like that for you. All right. Maybe move it just a little bit back here so you can see nice and clearly. Right, next, time for the battery. Our 32,500 milliampere lithium ion battery can take you for 1 hour and 30 minutes out in the sea. At the same time, if you need to charge, we have a 2-hour fast charge and you're good to go again. It's also the first ever cordless plug and play design, which eliminates the need for cables. No connecting, no wires, nothing. Our battery also has a safety feature built in. If the battery is really low, it will vibrate the hand controller. When it hits 20%, it will vibrate and the screen will go red. After that, at 12%, we have a back-to-base safety feature, which reduces power by 50%, allowing you to return to the base and giving you peace of mind on the open water. Now, enough talking, let's install the battery. So, first, I'm going to put it over here and I will show you how I connect it. So, turn it over there so you can see clearly. Right. Now you can see no cables, nothing, just one plug and play port. I take my battery, base first, and then I push it to make sure it's plush with the non-slip mat. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, right, next. A lot of people don't really know this, but if you look at your hand controller, we've put a carbon fiber little placemat here to help you screw in the screws. Now it's nice and easy, just one screw like that, another one over there, and you're ready to go. Good. So that's the battery. Okay, now next up we have our very, very nice hand controller with a nice and easy to see orange strap. Now, don't be afraid if this falls into the water. Don't worry, it is buoyant, it will float. It has a very nice grippy, soft touch material, and it incorporates a waterproof, high visibility display with a very responsive trigger to control the power at your fingertip. With its IP67 waterproof and buoyant design, you don't have to worry about losing it, even if it comes off while you're foiling. There are 24 speed presets, giving riders of all skill levels a chance to find their comfort zone and enjoy their ride safely.
Next is our propulsion system. It incorporates a powerful brushless motor that produces 6,000 watts of power, making it the most efficient motor in its class. A Wageningen B-series propeller made from carbon composites generates enough thrust to let the rider go up to 35 kilometers per hour. It is a reliable, highly efficient design concept. A duct and a cover are fitted over the propeller to further prevent injuries and further reduce drag. You can use the hand controller to control the propeller with Bluetooth.
Okay, now first you have to turn on the board. How do you do that? It's really easy. Take a look over here, you have the power button. Now it's one short press and one long press until you see the blue light and you hear the beep. Okay, good. Now, our boards and our hand controllers are linked at the factory, but if you change your hand controller, you have to link it or pair it yourself. How can you do this? Over here we have the pairing button. It's the same thing as the power button. It's a short press and then a long press. And then you will hear the beep, and then you look at the hand controller and you can connect them together, and then you're ready to go. Right, now we're looking at the hand controller. How do you switch it on? Really easy, just hold the power button. You will see the Waydoo symbol. Now you see the blue light. Okay, now it's on. Now how do you pair the hand controller with the board? You hold the power button and the minus at the same time, and you feel a vibration on the hand controller. Now they are paired. You will see when you touch the board, you will see two lights here, and then when you want to go, you just hold the minus key to unlock the hand controller, and the board is ready to go. Okay, now let's talk about the hand controller. First, what we need to do is we need to turn it on. You can see the power button over there. Just hold it until you see the Waydoo logo. There it is. Now it's on. Now take a look over here. You have two lights that are flashing. This means the hand controller is connected to the board. Over there you have battery, and here you have speeds. You will see you can now move over there. Now I'm changing the speed by pushing plus. I can go down if I use minus. We can go all the way up to 24. Okay, and then what you do, nice and easy, use the trigger, and now you will see to move you have to unlock, hold the minus and unlocked, and now you can see we can control the propeller. What do you do when your hand controller has no power? Easy. All you have to do is take the supplied cable with magnetic charger. You can use any power source, laptop, power bank, even an adapter into the wall, and you plug it in over there where you see that you line it up, and you will see over here is the board's battery, over there is the hand controller's battery in the corner, and you can see it's charging. And the lights over here will also show you that the hand controller is charging. And there you go, you can be foiling again in no time.